Welcome to Inside Sim Racing. I'm Sean Cole with my good buddy,
Darin Ganji.
And today we have something very special for you, and it's an interview with Tyler Hudson, who is the 2013 iRacing NASCAR World Champion. And I mean, if you don't follow this is a very, very big deal. This is an entire season-long effort against the best oval sim racers in the entire world. And I mean, if $10,000...
No doubt about that. There's no debating that.
Yeah, I mean, you've got $10,000 on the line. You've got a NASCAR Champions ring and trophy on the line.
How many sim racers, how many of you guys out there can say you've won $10 sim racing?
Yeah, exactly.
So this is a big deal.
And this is also being honored by NASCAR as the legitimate sim racing division champion and put up on the stage just like their other champions.
Yep.
So you actually got to sit down with, stand
up
with Tyler and talk to him during this weekend we had at the Hall of Fame. And
well, actually, it was midweek, yes, and it was at the NASCAR Hall of Fame in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it was basically to celebrate local NASCAR champions, not the upper, not the truck or the national series or nationwide series or the Sprint Cup series. This is the guys below that,
right?
And more of the local champions, even though Tyler's a world champion, because there are guys in that series that run from all over the world. Not so much on the NASCAR side, but there are some international drivers. Mm-hmm. Actually, the very first iRacing NASCAR champion was from the UK.
Yeah, you're right.
Richard Towler.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got to stand up with Tyler, who, by the way, I have raced with Tyler. I haven't raced with him a bunch. I haven't done much racing at all lately, but actually, yeah, I raced with him at the Rock race that we put on.
Sure.
But I have raced against Tyler a lot in the past. Tyler's been racing since, and he's going to say it in this interview, since he was 12 years old. And I remember him as a kid, and the kid has always been fast.
Sure.
And I can call him a kid because he's a year older than my daughter. So anyway, it was great to meet him finally, and his wife.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
so that was a lot of fun.
So why don't we go ahead and roll that interview, and you can hear what they had to say.
Cool. Tyler, great to meet you finally.
Good to meet you.
We've been racing a long time.
Long time. I've known you for a while.
Actually, I haven't raced you in years.
Yeah.
But we go way back, don't we?
Yeah, it's been a while, but I've known you for a long time, for sure. So it's good to finally meet you.
For sure. So how long have you been sim racing?
Since I was 12 years old.
No kidding.
Started in July of '97. Yep.
Okay, so what are you now?
28.
Right on. So now, did you take a break from sim? By the way, everybody, NASCAR iRacing 2013 champion, dethroned Ray Alfalla. By the way, I'm really proud of you, man. That was awesome.
I appreciate it.
So, did you take a break from? Now, you did some real racing too, didn't you?
Yeah. I've never really taken a break from sim racing. I've been doing it since I, started.
Since you were 12.
Yeah. And been pretty hardcore into it, and did some real racing. Actually ran a super truck at Hickory with iRacing on the truck. They came
nice.
on board for part of the season, and that was really, really cool. First time on asphalt besides playing the video games.
So what was that like?
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah?
I wish, it all comes down to funding, but it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience that I really loved and was very thankful to have the opportunity.
Think you're ever going to go back to doing some real stuff?
Yeah, this year we're going to run some stuff back home. Crate late model dirt car.
Oh, nice.
And we're going to try to run the whole year with that, so that'd be pretty cool.
Very cool, man.
I'm excited.
So let's talk a little bit about your gear. So what are you running with? What type of gear do you have?
It's a pretty basic setup. I mean, the most extravagant thing is I got 3 monitors, but I'm on a regular computer desk and a computer chair that swivels and everything. It's real kind of low tech, But it
Whatever
works.
gets the job done,
yeah,
man.
G27 steering wheel.
Pedals?
And G27 pedals too.
All stock?
Yeah, all
no
stock.
modifications?
Nope.
See,
after running these things, I want an ECCI though, for sure.
And a lot of people out there say, that we always say you need a rig or you need this and that. It just goes to show you don't need a rig. You just
need to be comfortable. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Comfortable in your setup.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So let's talk a little bit about the championship. 3 races to go.
Yeah.
Didn't look like you were going to be the man.
No, I mean, mid-season we kind of had some misfortune, and I was leading the points up until then, so we had a good season all year round, really, but I missed a race, and that put us behind on Ray, and he's won the last 2 championships, so it was kind of David versus Goliath. It was pretty, far out there to win the championship, but the team rallied behind us, and we put some really good cars on the table. I practiced really hard. And really, until the last 2 races, I still never thought I had a legitimate shot.
I was going to ask you that. Did you think you had a shot?
No, I mean, I really didn't. Not with the way Ray's always ran.
Consistent as heck.
Yeah, and so I think with 2 to go, we were like still 28 points back. We'd closed it up a whole lot, but still 28 points.
20 points is a lot.
With 2 races to go, and then like that second to last race, he was running right behind me the whole race. And I think with like 20 or 30 to go, he was involved in a crash.
I remember
and that pretty much
that
opened it up.
And then the last race, you guys were like, was it 10 points? 3
2
points?
points
2
separating
points.
us. Yeah.
Wow.
So I pretty much just had to beat him.
Right.
And so I practiced really hard that whole week. The team put a great car under me. Jared Crawford was our main setup guy, and he put a great car together, and we went out there and did what we had to do.
So now the last race, you basically just had to beat him.
Yeah.
And you finished second? You finished up to the top,
Well,
didn't you?
yeah, I knew I had to beat him, but he was on a whole different strategy. So his strategy, if it would have worked out, he would have finished in front of me because people started saving fuel and all that. And I actually had the car to win the race. I passed the fastest car, which was Nick, and was checking out from him and got beat on fuel mileage. So ended up third, and Ray ended up like, I don't remember, I think it was like 15th or something.
I tuned in. I think I tuned into that race right when Ray was staying out, I think, for a long run.
Yeah.
And then you eventually.
See, when he was doing that, my thought process was he stayed out on fuel, and I thought he was going to win the race doing that. So in my mind, I thought I had to beat him and win the race. So I raced the competitors really hard, and we had an epic battle. It was a great race to watch if you were tuned in.
Yeah.
And but we ended up short because of fuel mileage. But we had the car to beat, so that's all we could ask for going into the last race. So.
Well, congratulations, you did it. So
Thanks.
what's it been like being the champion? You're here at the NASCAR Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You were recognized with the local champions. What was that like today?
I mean, it's pretty much, it doesn't get any more real than today. I mean, it's a legitimate form of racing. It's like modifieds are separate from late models, sim racing separate from those, but it's still competition. It's still emotion. Everything that involves in real racing is involved in iRacing. And so it was like, I mean, being here with these guys, it's pretty awesome. Yeah.
And NASCAR treats you like a champion too. They don't treat you like some kid that's playing video games.
No.
They treat you like a NASCAR champion.
Yeah, and that's what I didn't know going into it, how it was going to work out. But man, it's been awesome. They put us in suites. They flew us out here. I mean, they've done everything.
And then you went to Homestead too for the finale. Got to get the big fat check.
Suites at Homestead.
You got a big ring.
Yep, this big ring. I love this ring.
I'll bet, man. That's awesome.
Yep.
You got a NASCAR championship ring.
Yep. It's pretty awesome.
Well, Tyler, congratulations again, man.
Thank you.
Pleasure
Thank
meeting you finally.
You too.
And hope to see you again sometime. But
I'm sure you will.
So you running next season again?
I think I'm going to. I'm not positive.
You looked a little hesitant.
Well, the real car is going to take a lot of time.
Right.
And so if I can balance it out, I will. Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Well, thanks for taking some time with us here. And
thank y'all.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you with your real racing, and if you get back to NASCAR or iRacing again, good luck there too, man.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Tyler.
Thank you.
Well, that was a great interview. And, one
Thanks.
thing that I take away from that, and, this is a big deal, but you could see Tyler is really still, like, this was the moment I think it became reality for him. Like, maybe when he was up on stage, it didn't hit him yet, but this was the moment that it seemed that it was really sinking in of what he had accomplished.
Yeah, and I don't think Ray Alfalla got to experience a secondary awards banquet like that. And actually, again, Tyler is going to be awarded at the banquet with the rest of these guys, or recognized, and that's just, what an awesome deal. And that's really cool that NASCAR, and there was representatives from NASCAR that showed up for this whole event, and it's just really cool to see that they recognize, and the fact that they were using sim racing as their venue.
Absolutely. And you asked one question that I was dying to hear the answer to, which was, how did NASCAR treat him? Like, did he feel like he was just a sim racing kid, And it's like, no, he was getting the same honor as all the others.
Well, and I saw him hobnobbing with the NASCAR guys, and they treat him like a NASCAR champion, and man, what a cool deal. Actually, they were hobnobbing with him as much as they were the other champions, for sure. Maybe even more.
Yeah.
Because iRacing's got a pretty tight relationship with NASCAR. So, anyway, that was just all around an awesome experience. And make sure you check out our This Week Inside Sim Race, where we talk about the whole adventure that we went on for that trip. And And anyway, it was really great. Tyler, it was great to meet you, man. And I wish I honestly could have sat down with you more and talked with you, because I've known you for so long, you know, sim racing against you. I think you even ran in SSCA back in the day.
Yeah, way back.
He's just a great guy, and his wife was just a real treat to meet. She was just so fun to be around. And anyway, it was a real honor to meet them, and hopefully I get to meet them again in the future. It was
Absolutely.
really cool.
Maybe he'll be next year's champion. We will.
Maybe.
Or maybe you out there want to be next year's champion. Get in iRacing, get up into that series, and see what you can do.
And if you heard, hey, Tyler doesn't even have any fancy gear. G27 at his desk, his fanciest thing, triple screens.
Yep.
So you don't need modified this or that, or the top end gear. You just need to know your stuff and
have talent
and practice.
Yeah.
And Tyler has always been fast.
Yeah.
Ever since as a kid. I think we were racing NASCAR 3. He was fast.
Absolutely.
Maybe even before that, man. I don't even know. He's been around for a long time. So anyway, it was really great to see him. It was cool seeing Ray Alfalo win those championships. I wanted to see somebody new, and if I could have picked one guy in that whole series, probably would have been him.
Yeah, good pick there, and well deserved by Tyler.
So anyway, that's going to wrap up this special interview with the NASCAR iRacing 2013 World Champion, Tyler Hudson. I'm Darin Ganji for Sean Cole. We'll see you guys next time.